Used to be frightened and scared to try the things we don't really understand why. We laughed for a moment and start to cry. We were crazy. Now that the end is already here, we reminisce about old yells and cheers, even if our last hurrays were never clear. Farewell to you, my friends. We'll see each other again. Don't cry, 'cause it's not the end of everything. I may be miles away, but here is where my heart will stay with you, my friends, with you. Yesterday's a treasure, today is here. Tomorrow's on its way, the sky is clear. Thank you for the memories of all the laughters and tears. Not to mention our doubts and our fears, the hypertension we gave to our peers. It's really funny to look back after all of these years. sunset, bills on my mindset, I can't deny it. Getting higher, higher than my income, income's breadcrumbs. I've been trying to survive. The glow that the sun gets right around sunset helps me to realize that this is just a journey. Drop your worries, you are gonna turn out fine. Oh, you turn out fine. Fine, oh, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard, no it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey, 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 hey. I got my hands in my pockets, kicking these rocks. It's kinda hard to watch this life go by. I'm buying into skeptics, skeptics mess with the confidence in my eyes. I'm seeing all the angles, thoughts get tangled. I start to compromise my life and my purpose. Is it all worth it? Am I gonna turn out fine? Oh, you turn out fine. Fine, oh, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard, no it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey, hey, hey. Only rainbows after rain, the sun will always come again, and it's a circle, circling around again, it comes around again. I say only rainbows after rain, the sun will always come again, and it's a circle, circling around again, it comes around. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard, no it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. And keep your head up, and you can let your head down, and keep your head up, and you can let your head down, and keep your head up, and you can let your head down. Listen, oh, no, 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 no. Can you feel it? Now it's coming back, we can steal it. If we bridge this gap, I can see you through the curtains of the waterfall. When I lost it, yeah, you held my hand, but I tossed it. Didn't understand you were waiting as I dove into the waterfall. So say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo. Can you feel? Miles away, miles away, miles away. Can you well, we rushed it, moving way too fast, and we crushed it, but it's in the past. We can make this leap through the curtains of the waterfall. So say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo. Can you feel? But here I stand as a broken man, but I found my friend. Now I'm falling down through the crashing sound, and you come around, and you rush to me, and it sets us free. So I fall to my knees. So say Geronimo, 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 sounds right, sounds right, sounds right, say Geronimo,
Good afternoon, seniors over in the senior parking lot area. Please make your way to the marshalling area so we can get you lined up for graduation. Thank you.
no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you.
Good afternoon. Seniors in the senior parking lot, please make your way immediately to the staging area. We need to line you up so we can start graduation at the correct time. Thank you.
They say on my way. 261060 square 15-114.
Are those Indians?
Yeah.
Ray-Bans?
Oh, they're Luan.
Ray-Bans?
Luans. I don't know.
My mom has a pair of Ray-Bans that are...
They're not Ray-Bans. No. I'm not spending money for Ray-Bans.
High quality shit, bro. Wait, are these mics on right now?
No, I hope yes.
Why is the bass so much?
I know exactly who's playing.
He's playing Mr. PC.
What?
Why is he don't like Mr. Warren?
He chases like smoke. I forgot the song of the thing he's playing. Did you hear what he said? You hear what Dean said? Monty, you hear what Dean said?
Could I hear what he said?
Yeah.
Go reaction.
I know. And then he said, you know why I didn't like her? Because when she tastes like yo, like Sylvia is just fine. This happened. Oh, you know, Mr. Frost's girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, Mr.
I gotta do that.
You got a phone, right?
Another day has gone. I'm still all alone. How could this be? You're not here with me. You never said goodbye. Someone tell me why did you have to go?
Graduates in the senior parking lot, please make your way to the staging area immediately. Thank you.
Every day I sit and ask myself, how did I slip away? Something whispers in my ear and says that you're not alone. I am here with you, though you're far away. I am here to stay.
Seniors in the senior parking lot, please make your way to the senior staging area so we could begin the ceremony on time. Thank you.
Always in my heart, but you're not alone. Lord, why, Lord? Just the other night, I When life leaves you high and dry, I'll be at your door tonight if you need help, if you need help. I'll shut down the city lights, I'll lie, cheat, I'll beg and bribe to make you well, to make you well. When enemies are at your door, I'll carry you away from more if you need help, if you need help. Your hope dangling by a string, I'll share in your suffering to make you well, to make you well. Give me reasons to believe that you would do the same for me, and I will do it for you, for you. Baby, I'm not moving on, I'll love you long after you're gone. After you're gone, gone, gone. When you fall like a statue, I'm gonna be there to catch you, put you on your feet, you on your feet. And if your well is empty, not a thing will prevent me. Tell me what you need, what do you need? I surrender honestly. You've always done the same for me, so I will do it for you, for you. Baby, I'm not moving on, I'll love you long after you're gone.
Tom, are you on? Good afternoon. Some housekeeping announcements. I'm Dr. Shallop, and I'll be hosting today's graduation. If you bring your attention to the scoreboard, you will notice a cooling tent and soon-to-be ambulance there. They're waiting to get in through the traffic. A special thanks to the RVR Edison Squad for volunteering their time to be here today. Please consider joining this wonderful organization. They can always use good volunteers. Thank you to our FCCLA advisors, custodial, and ground staff for setting up the ceremony area. It looks beautiful. A special thanks to BSA Troop 66 for their community service. They conducted a general cleanup of the grounds at J.P. Stevens this past weekend, keeping J.P. looking great. Thank you to our assistant principals and faculty volunteers for helping to make this day possible. Thank you to our PTSO for providing the lawn signs and backpacks for our graduates and purchasing the wonderful speaker system we use to marshal our graduates. When we begin calling names of our graduates, we want every name heard. Please keep your applause to a minimum so that it does not block the next graduate's name from being heard. When the processional begins, it is customary for the audience to stand and remain standing during the processional. Lastly, this year the JPS Theater Company performed Nothing Without You in their musical, The Theory of Relativity. At this time, please bring your attention to the LED screen for an encore performance of Nothing Without You.
Toward A at a rate of 2 miles per hour.
How fast does B perceive A to be walking?
Newton's first law of motion. A body in a state of uniform motion will remain in that state of motion unless an external force is applied to it.
I am standing still on the Earth.
The Earth spins at a rate of 1,070 miles per hour. The Earth orbits the Sun at a rate of 67,000 miles per hour. The Sun travels with the galaxy at a rate of 490,000 miles per hour.
When you're courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you're sitting on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. Albert Einstein.
Person A.
Person B.
If A's position is 7 miles from B and A is walking at a rate of 4 miles per hour,
And B is walking at a rate of 5 miles per hour at a 45-degree angle to the path of person A. How soon will they meet?
And how will the path of each person be altered by that contact?
If a tree falls in the forest,
Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
and no one's there to hear it,
Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Albert Einstein.
does it?
I'm rubber, and you're glue. What you say bounces off me and sticks to you.
I exist only if observed.
I am nothing without you.
I stand on a marble that hurtles through space. My orbit and path are unique. Around me the planets, they swirl and they race, while I watch here humble and meek. I'm held to the earth by a force I can't see, but I strive every day to take flight. I am energy, I am mass, I am light.
So this is my journey, my time on this rock. I'll chart out a course while I'm here, with my modest resources and my eye on the clock, my perspective unjaded and clear.
I study the vectors with quantum techniques, and I pray my equations are right. I am energy, I am mass, I am light as it speeds, light as it shines, light as it pierces the sky. Something awakes, it trembles and simmers, a force that is yearning to fly.
But the terrain is unpredictable, complex mysteries appear. There are paradoxes here to undo.
And now relatively speaking, something's relatively near.
And I'm relatively certain it's a clue.
And it's you on this marble, hurtling through space, with a path just as thoughtful and wise. I stand here beside you and I look in your face, and I see myself in your eyes. Now look all around us, more travelers, more eyes, with passions they long to pursue.
And there's you,
Is there-
And there's you.
And there's you.
And there's you, and we're all on this marble that hurtles through space. Our orbits and paths are unique, but with someone beside me to measure my pace, somehow I'm not quite so meek. So I learn what's important, I evolve and I grow. I reach for your hand and hold tight. We are energy, we are mass, we are love.
Please remain standing. Aditya Bengali, the Student Council President, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed by Meghna Das.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Graduates, you may be seated. Parents, too. Let's get this thing started. We could not escape 2021 without having to pivot one more time. But I think switching graduation to today was well worth it. What beautiful weather do we have today? Welcome to the 57th commencement ceremony for John P. Stevens High School for the class of 2021. I would like to recognize our superintendent, Dr. Bragan, and Chief Academic Officer, Ms. Polakowski, Board of Education President, Mr. Shi, Vice President, Mr. Patel, Board of Education members, Ms. Badovsky, Dr. Chen, Ms. Conway, Mr. Patel, Ms. Peng, Ms. Maduker, and Ms. White. Thank you to our assistant principals, Mr. Urbanovich, who oversaw the senior class this year, as well as our other assistant principals, Ms. Quick, Mr. Ray, and Mr. Robinson. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge two exceptional members of our JP family who are retiring at the conclusion of this school year, and one who retired at the beginning of this school year. Each one has given so much of themselves to our school. Together, they cumulatively have over 90 years of service and have worked with thousands of students, making the world truly a better place. Our wise and spectacular student advocate, Ms. Ginny Newell. our fantastic and industrious technical education teacher, Mr. Anthony Beruli. And our passionate and articulate Spanish teacher, Dr. Carol Bonomo. Their dedication in support of our students is inspiring. Thank you for being part of our school community for so long. Congratulations and best wishes as you begin your new chapter. Family and friends of the class of 2021, today we celebrate our seniors. I would like to thank the teachers, counselors, and staff from kindergarten through high school for the guidance you have given to our seniors over the years. You've devoted yourselves to improving their lives. You held them to high standards so that they may realize their potential. You bring your heart to work every day, and as a result, our students have blossomed and are ready for the next chapter in the book of their life. Thank you for helping make Edison and J.P. Stevens the wonderful educational community it is. To the families, congratulations and thank you. Thank you for the support you've given to your children over the years. You have contributed to them making J.P. Stevens the wonderful community that it is. You must be so proud of them. I know that I am. You taught them the most valuable lesson a child can learn, the value of education. You also taught them respect and honor, kindness and humility, humor and hard work. The values you taught them at home made them a pleasure to have in class. And you helped launch them to the next stage of their life. Now here's the important part. Lastly and most importantly, the class of 2021. Graduates, congratulations. Thank you. And I mean thank you from the bottom of my heart for making J.P. Stevens the wonderful place that it is to be. Today is a day we've waited for a long time. It marks a step forward from the last year and a half, which brought many challenges for you and our community. Many of us were personally affected by the pandemic. We had to adjust in ways we never even considered before. We had personal challenges, and some of us lost loved ones. At this time, I would like to have a moment of silence to remember those we lost in our community during the last year. The challenges we had over the last year were many, but we are resilient. We pivoted together and continue to move forward to achieve our goals. This class is a symbol of that perseverance and determination. You continue to find new ways to find success. Each of you have worked hard in school and are being recognized today for those efforts. As a class, your achievements are too numerous to name. You achieved academically, athletically, and artistically. You truly make JP AAA rated. Your contributions to our community are without end, and you have left it a better place. While graduation marks a close to this chapter of your life, you are still at the beginning and have many more chapters, and I would argue volumes of books to write. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." This has been a long-time mantra for J.P. Stevens. Use your accomplishments to give back. Use them to pay it forward to those around you. This mindset is paramount, especially today. By continuing to challenge yourself and give back, you will find continued, even greater, more meaningful success. You are Hawks. You will always be Hawks, and Hawks fly high. Continue to fly high and soar to new heights. Congratulations, class of 2021. At this time, I would like to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2021, Kavish Purani.
Hello everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying the 80-degree weather. Now real quick, before we start, me, Shada, and Sanya, we have a small competition. We want to see who can take the best selfie with our whole class. So please smile for me and don't smile for them. Okay, so now that I won, first of all, I would like to say that I'm greatly honored to stand up here and share this special evening with all of you. After everything we've been through over the last year, this graduation is nothing less than a blessing. I'm truly thankful to the faculty members and administration who made this evening possible so that we could end our high school experience with some resemblance to a normal school year. Now, as our high school life draws to a close, I want you all to reflect on your years here at JP. So close your eyes and think all the way back to 2017 when we first transitioned from middle school to high school. Think back to the free slice of pizza that Chartwell so generously provided us during freshman orientation. It wasn't the best, but free food always tastes delicious. Think about those times when our greatest worry was how we were going to beat each other in Flappy Golf and Cat Ninja, or how stressed we were about finishing that bio lab due at 11:59. These worries flew by with freshman year, and all of a sudden they were replaced by SAT scores and AP exams. However, none of these worries could prepare us for the challenges that we experienced during our junior and senior year. Just over the last year, we've witnessed firsthand the rising racial and political tensions in our world, and also lived through a global pandemic that uprooted our lives as we knew them. Countless sacrifices were made by each and every one of you, and our strength as a class, school, and community was tested. Yet, even in the face of those unbelievable challenges, we stayed united and strived to take our best step forward. As a class and as a school, we all adapted to the unexplored wilderness of remote learning and persevered through the challenges no matter what. Instead of letting the pandemic disconnect us, we came together and supported each other to make a school year from home memorable. Whether it was being more responsible for education during remote learning, applying to colleges, or helping our families and school community during these unprecedented times, we continued to put our utmost effort despite all the difficulties. Our school clubs connected our community through outreach and volunteering programs. Our sports teams continued to flourish, and our arts and music departments carried their legacy of success. We have become stronger, more resilient, and have gained a much broader perspective on our lives. Our world has stopped revolving around parent portal, and we learned to prioritize what really matters, our relationships. Due to those challenges we faced, we understand the importance of being united and helping each other in times of need. And we genuinely appreciate all the relationships we've built over the years. We have truly evolved into much better people. Today, we end our high school journey and begin the longest, most fun chapter of our life. We've spent our entire life learning and growing, like young Genin in the Ninja Academy from Naruto, to prepare ourselves for the real world. And now, when we finally enter the real world, I couldn't be more confident in our ability to succeed. As we embark on our own unique journey to explore the world and pursue our dreams, I want everyone to continue reflecting on the past like we did today. Reflect on your regrets and what you were unable to accomplish, because by reflecting, you can turn those regrets into fuel to motivate yourself and reach your dreams. We all had different goals when we first entered high school, some of which we achieved while others we tried but failed. However, what's most important is that we never stop setting goals and striving to achieve them. As we begin this new chapter of our lives, I want all of you to set new goals for yourself, because in the words of Anatole France, to accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream, not only plan, but also believe. So dream up your wildest goals and strive to achieve them, because I know everyone here has the potential to do so. As I end my speech, I want to say that I could not have made it here alone. I thank my parents and family for supporting me and believing me even when I didn't. I thank my teachers for guiding me and teaching me how to be my better self. I thank my friends for being there for me and helping me achieve my goals. I congratulate all of you for making it here, and I sincerely wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
At this time, I would like to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2021, Shraddha Hariharan.
Okay, so I have to start by taking my picture for our competition. I know Kavish told you all to smile for him, but more of you should smile for me, because that way I'll win. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, I'm a really list-oriented person, and lists kind of got me through high school. So this post-it note here says valedictorian speech, and now that that's out of the way, my final high school list is officially done. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to be here giving this speech to you all today. Before I carry on, there are some people here I need to thank. To my parents, my 2 older brothers, my aunt, my grandmother, and the rest of my family, thank you for always being there for me, for motivating me, and for never losing faith in my ability to accomplish whatever I put my mind to. To my 2 best friends, thank you for all of the laughter and fun memories, and here's to many more. Last but certainly not least, to all of my teachers, thank you for the endless hours of support in getting me to where I am today. It would be remiss of me not to acknowledge just how much the class of 2021 has accomplished. This very high school class has gone through unprecedented circumstances and come out more resilient, more persistent, and stronger than ever. I want to congratulate you, my fellow peers, for getting to where we are today, and say thank you to our families, teachers, staff, and administration for guiding us through this journey. This graduation is a culmination of all of our hard work, late nights, and assignment after assignment. And while it might seem like the end of a very long journey, there's still so much out there for us, and this is truly the beginning. But where do we go from here? We can barely be considered adults, and there's still so much ahead. I'm not really sure if there's a book that teaches you how to be grown up, and don't tell anyone, but I still don't really know how to parallel park properly. When in doubt, I turn to Disney. There's a Disney movie out there for every scenario, whether it's leaving home for the first time like Entangled, or facing immense challenges like Simba does in The Lion King. Growing up, my mom always had one of those boom boxes in our family room, and it was constantly playing cassette tapes and CDs, so our family room was constantly filled with songs from Aladdin and Bambi, and these were coming-of-age movies that I didn't really know were coming-of-age movies until much later. These songs have always been so comforting, and I don't think I've truly recognized their effect until I was much older. When the movie Moana came out, I was finally old enough to recognize its important lessons on my own, without having someone to explain it to me. And I think that in a way, we as a graduating class can relate our own accomplishments as well as the challenges that lie ahead to this movie. As a refresher, Moana tells the story of a young girl, the determined daughter of the chief of her Polynesian village. Her family wants to prepare her to be the next leader, but all Moana wants to do is to explore the ocean around her island. She finally gets a chance to do so when a blight wipes out all vegetation and fish, and she goes on a quest accompanied by demigod Maui to restore tranquility. Moana faces monsters and unknown challenges, all of which challenge her confidence, but eventually she does emerge victorious. Moana's dedication to explore the world around her and overcome hurdles is inspiring, and I hope it is something that we all take with us when we leave here today. My favorite song from the movie is How Far I'll Go, sung by Moana at a point in her life quite similar to where we all are right now. My friends and I used to sing this song all the time, and when I think back to those times now, so much has changed. Graduation seems so far away then, and it's hard to believe that we're here at this moment. The chorus of the song goes as follows.
See the light when the sky
Now, I'm really lucky that we're graduating outdoors. Otherwise, this part of my speech here might not have gone over so smoothly. But look around us. I'm not even actually sure if we can see where the sky meets the land here, but you all know what I mean. We have no idea how far it all goes. The sky connects us to places all over the world, many of which a lot of us have yet to explore. There is literally no limit to what we can accomplish because the world is our oyster and the possibilities are endless. We have just that much opportunity at our fingertips. And as we've seen through how we've handled the challenges thrown at us, not just this year, but throughout high school, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up changing the world and pushing boundaries in just a few years. The tenacity and drive that has helped us get through high school is the wind in our sails. And if we keep pushing forward, there are no boundaries to what we can do. Like Moana, we are not alone. I mean, I'm not sure about any of you guys. I personally don't have a super strong demigod by my side, but we do have each other. We have our families and we have mentors. We certainly didn't get through high school all by ourselves, and while our support systems may change as we venture forth, we will persevere. Like Moana, we are the ones who steer our own boats. We have the power to overcome the high tide, and we may occasionally get lost in the surf, but this is where we begin to navigate the next phase of our journey, choppy waters and all. We've already gotten through the massive downpour that was this pandemic with obstacle after obstacle. This past school year has been one like no other. It started off pretty rocky for sure, with a new schedule and a lot of confusion. And while many of us have continued to sleep through our first period classes, I'd like to think we've finally gotten somewhat of a handle on things. This pandemic was a storm, and it wasn't always smooth sailing. But we've kept afloat and have made the best of a less than ideal situation. Our class council found a way to give us a senior sunset and a prom, and we're sitting here having actual graduation on our graduation day. From where we are, we may not be able to see everyone we've gone to school with for the past 4 years, but we can still feel the sense of community and camaraderie that has gotten us through it, and that is something that we will never forget. Today marks the start of the rest of our lives, where we leave to explore the unknown waters that lie ahead. We deserve to celebrate all of our accomplishments and reminisce about the fun memories we will forever cherish. We have worked so hard and have grown immensely in the process. None of us here are the same people we were 4 years ago, and that growth is how I know that this is just the beginning. We're much more capable and independent than we were when we first started high school, and we stand here today more conscious and knowledgeable about the very world we're about to step foot into. As far as for what the future holds, no tempest is too tall, no cyclone too colossal. If we can get through having only one functional bathroom during parts of the school year, or the overwhelming smell of Axe and perfume coming from our locker rooms, or even the remote labs and losing our 1 hour lunch/nap time, I think we can make the most out of anything, black screens on Zoom and all. So congratulations to the class of 2021. Chase your dreams, seize the day, and go the distance. Fight against inequality and recognize your ability to change the world for the better. With everything behind us and everything ahead, there truly is no telling how far we'll go. Thank you.
I am very pleased to introduce Mr. Lee and the JPS Choir, Ms. Morrow and the Dance Ensemble, Mr. Human and the Guitar Ensemble, Dr. Verdi, Mr. Lee, and the orchestra who will perform a song dedicated to the class of 2021. Please bring your attention to the LED screen. All seniors in band, choir, dance, guitar, orchestra, and theater, please stand to be recognized for your contribution to the performances today. You may be seated. I would like to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Bragan, to officially present the class of 2021 to the Board of Education.
Thank you, Dr. Schaub. First and foremost, I want to congratulate our graduates today. You have endured something unprecedented in recent memory, and yet sit here today before us about to graduate this great high school. This school year was bereft of many of the traditional activities associated with one's senior year of high school. And despite this, our graduates were actually provided with something else, something actually quite extraordinary, something absent from previous graduating senior classes. In order to be seated here today, you, our 2021 graduating seniors, needed to demonstrate an unparalleled degree of resiliency. And you had to overcome an abrupt end to your traditional junior year when the district went totally remote last March. You needed then to learn how to complete all your coursework to the highest degree of academic rigor that the Edison Public Schools are known for, but now totally remote via a computer screen. You did this successfully, thinking at the very least you would start the school year in September, your senior year, normally in a traditional manner. And yet, that did not happen. You had a senior year unlike any other in recent history, and you participated online, in person, or some derivation of this throughout the entire school year. Through all of this, you persevered, you adapted, overcame, and adjusted to each change, and successfully navigated these obstacles to sit here with us today. You are to be commended for this, and I would be remiss if I did not mention that the requisite resilience and perseverance to successfully navigate the impact the COVID-19 pandemic had on your academic career did not indeed provide perhaps your most valuable lesson thus far. As our town's famous namesake, Thomas Edison is credited with saying, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." I didn't know we'd be perspiring as much as we are today, but nonetheless. Remember this and use it as your mantra moving forward. Work hard. Don't be afraid to fail. Take chances. Accept challenging opportunities, especially those which have an unclear outcome. I encourage you to do this because it will lead to a more prosperous future, and because you have already demonstrated the resiliency to overcome any obstacle. Despite all other things, resiliency is a skill and a mindset that will never let you down. I'm reminded of something my then 6-year-old daughter, who happened to graduate high school last night as well, told me when we were working on teaching her how to learn how to skate. After falling numerous times, she looked up at me with her scratched and bloody face with a half smile and says, "Dad, remember, it's not how many times you fall, but it's the number of times you get up, right?" We all fall, and we all derive our strength from getting up. In summation, congratulations to all of our graduates. Never forget the training and the world-class education you were provided in this fine institution. You are ready for whatever awaits you. Continue to make us proud. Continue on your path to excellence. And always continue to shine bright. Thank you. Now the presentation of the class. It is my great pleasure, Vice President of the Board, Mohan Patel, members of the Edison Board of Education, I duly certify to you that the class of 2021 has completed all local and state requirements to receive the distinction of being graduates of John P. Stevens High School. Mr. Patel, I present the John P. Stevens class of 2021.
So, this is the moment we've been waiting for, the calling of the graduates. But I do have one dad/principal joke for you before we get started with that. When you were freshmen, we told you high school would fly by in a snap. Who would have thought it would have zoomed by? All right, the parents. I get applause from the parents. That's okay. So, at this time, we begin calling the graduates. It is my distinct pleasure to begin calling the graduates. Valedictorian, Shraddha Hariharan. Salutatorian, Kavish Purani. Class of 2021 President, Sonia Lopez. Class of 2021, Vice President, Linda Liu. Class of 2021 Secretary, Alicia Singh. Class of 2021 Treasurer, Harsh Jha. Student Council President, Aditya R. Bengali. Student Council Vice President, Aditi Tyagi. Student Council Corresponding Secretary, Ishani Sengupta. National Honor Society President, Hamza Azim. National Honor Society Vice President, Nomi S. Jain. National Honor Society Corresponding Secretary, Michelle P. Huang. National Honor Society Recording Secretary, Suhani K. Gupta. National Honor Society Treasurer, Varsha B. Etagunta. National Honor Society Historian, Mahek Mansouri.
Testing. Hi. And now we have the Performing Arts Homeroom. Meghna Das. David Cho. David Twilford. Apoorv Jakamar. Darin Talahari. Inush Gupta. Mainak Palawali. Sanai Johnson. Juliana Miel. And Anika Mishura.
It is my distinct pleasure to call the graduates of Project Pieces. Brighton Liu. Vidroma Pendriam. Nicholas Ruskowski. Samuel Rakowski.
We've had ups and downs. Now walk with your gown. Homeroom 1201, let's go to town. Angelo Amel. Sneha D. Balani. Adriti Dasgupta. Shahid S. Alam. Devin E. George. Navia Guti. Jaffe S. Jivaraj. Abhinay Kambametu. Shreya Landaki. Akash Medisetti. Walter R. Morazan. Oluwandara Oliboji. Bhumi Patel. Deval Patel. Kinsey S. Patel. Raj J. Patel. Samarth Patel. Sanjay N. Ramcharan. Ruben Antonio Ramirez. Sidesh Sachdevi. Sandhya Santhikumar. Tanvi Srivastava. Jamal S. Singleton. Spencer L. Tong. Renard Vayard. Christopher M. Wojciechowski.
It's my pleasure to introduce Homeroom 12-3. Manav Agarwal. Brandon Anthony Avernitis. Vivek A. Badkamkar. Sarah Cow. Gia Chowdhury. Nikki C. DaCosta. Cody R. Escudero. Arnav S. Garsh. Gabriella Jiang. Viba Kanpal. Seyun D. Kim. Dion Lee. Avinash Mahesh. Somya M. Matthew. Liba I. Mughal. Ariana A. Osaga. Gizem Ozdemir. Druvita B. Patel. Ria D. Patel. Shane Patagna. Atharva Sander Joshi. Anna P. Shah. Maxim Audrey Shamulio. Suvan Sudaresh. Neela Tripathi. And Mona J. Wu.
Here's to Homeroom 12-5. You made the last 4 years fly by. Now I'm sending you out the door. It's your turn to really soar. Krish Agnani. Sujay Athray. Ishita Bhargav. Randeep Chahal. Riddhi Darji. Jocelyn Defex. Layla Farhan. Sreya Ghosh. Carlos A. Hernandez. Andrew Jin. Maha Kanakala. Shefa B. Koche. Allison K. Lee. Ishita Maheshwari. Shivan Mukherjee. Sapan P. Patel. Sem R. Patel. Kartik Patadar. Marcus L. Pinheiro. Kushi C. Ranpura. Rinchen Lamo Sani. Kushi M. Shah. Abdullah Biran Toure. Shivani H. Trivedi. Tanuj Vamori. Layla Walia. Catherine A. Zaranchev.
I cannot believe how fast these 4 years flew, and I'm proud to introduce Homeroom 12 to Rohan Adhikari, Om Arvadia, Alexandra Baker, Summer Benton, Kelvin Cow, Bakshi Soham as Chopra, Karnik Dave, Karthik Elangavan, Jenna Gomez, Adi Narayanan Harihar Dharmarajan, Akshaj Kamari, Eben Kilson, Akash Mahesh, Sanya Matthew, Chloe Moy, Dhruv Patel, Rashmi Patel, Cassandra Pena, Jada Randolph, Rohit Sadarangani, Christopher Sayo, Kamia Shukla, Ishita Singh, Nicola Sundar, Chloe Trevidich, Andres Velez, Kushi Vora, and Matthew Wu.
Congratulations to all the graduates. I'm here for Homeroom 12-4. You finished your lessons and tallied your scores. Now the big finale. Congrats, 1204. Shreya Adupa, Emily Asian, Simran Singh Carlson, Addison C. Chu, Christopher P. Decker, Rudrani Ghosh, Shravya Harish, Rihi D. Jain, Linda Jang, George Kandakai, Nicholas A. Kimball, Trevor Simon Lee, Miriam A. Mughal, Unmesh Palit, Divyaman Patel, Jenny V. Patel, Rushi Patel, Sneh Patel, Kimberly M. Fan, Sahana Ranganathan, Jyotirmoy Saha, Arhat Shah, Sebastian J. Sibilia, Siddharth Sarana, Tejashwi Tripathi, Shriya Vimori.
Congratulations, seniors. I have the homeroom 12-6. As a homeroom, these students hit different. They're never basic, no cap. I've watched them glow up, and no, there's no sus about this fam. Don't sleep on 12-6. They pass the vibe check. Live your best life, homeroom 12-6. Novali Aguirre, Rajiv Reddy Atla, Jayant Basan, Aditya P. Chaka, Andrew Chung, Gianna Marie DeGinnis, Cadell A. Dennis, James Gifford, Melissa A. Hilly, Daniel S. Jin, Harini Kanan, Raya Kocher, Lynn Lee, Mubashir Mahmood, Andrew Medavoy, Rafa Mir, Nikhil S. Munalaga. Oh. Sorry, Nikhil. Megan Pan. Yeah, Megan Pan. Sean P. Patel. Kobe H. Rodriguez. Kushi Shaw. Victoria A. Sims. Evan Sventi. Nina A. Truesdale. Cynthia Venkatesan. Siddhant Yadav.
I present to you the homeroom that made the mornings feel like heaven, homeroom 12-7.
Okay.
Mohammed Hamza Ahmed, Clara Azadigan, Sneha Bhattacharya, Sophia Cianfano, Avery Dent, Arya A. Deshmukh, Zoe Lilith Ford, Joseph George, Shivi Jindal, Krithik Kanan, Naga Vaishnavi Kodali, Yumin Lee, Wad M. Mahmood, Parshva B. Mehta, Samitha Muparapu, Aryan Panda, Fiza Patel, Shil Patel, Anita S. Prabhakar, Pranav Rao, Hala A. Roslin, Gayatri Sajith, Manan P. Shah, Abe Veer Singh, Rusht Z. Syed, Akash Tamala, and Shannon K. Yan.
A genuine group that shines. I'm happy to present the graduating class of homeroom 12-9. Meghna Akella, Raul Badiani, Ryan Colling, Heli Darji, Venora Furtado, Surya Gopinath, Vishal Karupusamy, Vijay Kaduri, Christopher Lin, Shlok Majmundar, Javin Mendirata, Niharika Murthy, Heer Patel, Smit Patel, Viraj Pujara, Yash Rao, Parth Salwan, Sanjana Sankar, Pushti Shah, Jonah Tan, Somya Vijaya Murad, Arya Vyas, and Christine Yee.
I first met them back when they were freshmen.
I'm proud to introduce Homeroom 1211. Aneri Amin, Caitlin Bielis, Samia Boga, Pranav Chanthan, Kwasir Cuevas, Maya Devasahayam, Marianne Galsim, Thomas Jones, Rachel Kopel, Katrina Liu, Annika Malrota, Zaina Merchant, Krishna Nagarajan, Aditya Parekh, Aryan Patel, Ishan Patel, Sophia Patel, Julia Rolinovich, Tarunya Sabapathy, Karan Sapra, Aman Sharma, Ipsa Singh, Afia Ullah, Sophia Viverito, and Bhuvan Yaturu.
The most amazing group I've ever seen. It is my honor to present Homeroom 1213. Ajay Anand, Fatima Atik, Joshua Bonito, Sarah Chavin Janki, Anikit Day, Preethi Gunluru, Surya Iyer, Alexis Georgie, Keshav Kateri, Satish Kosaram, Michelle Liu, Janvi Manchana, Anna Mansuri, Tina Martin, Thomas Mahalski, Krish Naik, Joshua Park, Jenish Patel, Tanha Patel, Yashis Ravi, Sakshi Sandhir, Sindura Sarkar, Aryan Sharma, Rishi Sinha, Jovan Tang Sanad, Ria Upadhyay, Harshita Wadwa, Daniel Young.
Four years together have truly been great. I proudly present to you Homeroom 12-8. Daniel Ahmed, Arya Bhavsar, Kylie Alyssa Chen, Sarah A. Claire, Kevin Isaac Delafew, Keith R. Furtado, Satya Prabhakaran Gopinath Thangalamani, Ryan Hugh, Alex Joe, Sanskar Kapoor, Priya Kodati, Dominique C. Leto, Nazir Majid, Stuti A. Mehta, Vishnu Varadhan Murali, Karina B. Panya, Harsh G. Patel, Shavang J. Patel, J. B. Prasad, Smoothie Rao, Akash Salian, Priyal K. Shah, Aditya Singh. Sahir A. Syed. Kenneth Yao. Benisha Y. Zheng.
It has been a pleasure watching you mature from young girls and boys to young women and men. Introducing Homeroom 1210. Rakil Badiani. Rohit Boga. Ruben A. Chang. Preeti Devarapalli. Alexandra M. Galarza. Ashfath Gotetti. Joanna D. Hyman Cruz. Ritvik Kasserla. Argia Kantham. Matthew Lin. Prithika Manjumdar. Melanie Mendonça. Adia K. Mysore. Bansari Patel. Hema R. Patel. Erica Jashin Pun. Anant S. Rathore. Vidhi K. Raval. Akash J. Santapet. Sid B. Shah. Anushka Singh. Mariam Saruri. Michelle Honeylevi Tamayo. Paul Tinkoff. Shrikar S. Vishwanathan. Sanjana R. Yadula.
What an epic journey you have all had. But it's time to close this book and put it on the shelf for Homeroom 1212. Parthvi Amin. Bryant Bydowski. Sugana Olu. Jameson Kostolnik. Sujay Devanini. Vikash Gananathi Sesikumara. Krishna Untwala. Ashwana Janagalanda. Sanjeev Karithragna. Dhruv Bapu Korshala. Sahir Mamoon. Ishani Matre. Ananya Nagareddy. Ayush Parikh. Chaitsi Patel. Janaki Patel. Sparse Patel. Anusha Puri. Anika Ravi. Ashwin Sarawatula. Anushka Sarma. Ashani Singh. Siddharth Tangri. Radhika Vyas. Justin Young.
My homeroom was a dream. Congratulations to homeroom 1214. Adam A. Abubakar. Jordan Nicole Anderson. Sia Batra. Arnav Borbara. Vedika S. Shablani. Yashika Chowda. Yash Chintawar. Vrushti N. Dalal. Shivi Dawan. Nithyasri Gunesan. Varish Iyer. Melvin D. Joseph. Manveen Kaur. Ridvik S. Manda. Michael R. Mido. Krish Nair, Rajesh R. Parmar, Kaya Patel, Sid S. Patel, Tanvi Patel, Amina Sheikh, Sahil Sharma, Manvi Sinvahol, Abigail S. Usivayak, Alexander D. Walsuk, Allison X. U.
They're artistic, sporty, fashionable, and smart. We've been together from the start. Congratulations to the kings and queens of Homeroom 1216. Krishna Anil, Abhiram Banda, James Boslet, Robert Chen, Alexa G. D'Alessandro, Jaitri A. Gangula, Ayushi Gupta, Pragya Gupta, Isha Jain, Brunmai S. Joshi, Navpreet Kaur, Sricharan K. Subramanyam, Jada Louis Hollis, Jacqueline L. Miller, Anika Patel, Smit S. Patel, Vritika Patel, Shreya Satya Vulu, Ayushi S. Soni, Akshara Thada Kumala, Siddhi Upaladariam, Kashish Vabhov, Abhiram Vamori, Crystal M. Wang, Daniel P. Wood, Daniela Yusufov,
When it comes to great homerooms, there is no in-between. Let's all congratulate our seniors from homeroom 1215. Madison E. Anderson, Rachel M. Baksa, Arnav Barol, Christina Chen, Vijal Dalavai, Jordan D. Dickerson, Satvik R. Ganesh, Divanshi Shailesh Gaur, Zainab Jahangir, Navleen Kaur, Bhavya P. Krishna, Harisharan Mandapati, Miyata Mon, Hemanth Se Nalori, Aurav Patel, Kushi Patel, Vaidehi Patel, Anaf Rahim, Dia Reddy, Saman Sathanjari, Vedanshi Sharma, Millie Sinval, Marcus A. Terry, Alan Wang, and Derek T. Yu.
Living the Dream with Homeroom 1217, Divya Ann, Amrutha Banda, Alexander Boyce, Sunny Chen, Ava D'Alessandro, Charles Dixon,
Sri Ramya Ganaseti, Jyoti Kabra, Soham Kulkarni, Leon Liu, Aditi Mani, Danica Millions, Siddharth Narayanan, Anjali Patel, Krish Patel, Meera Rajashekaran, Shirul Reddy, Neil Aryan Saxena, Neil Shezwalkar, Victor Soto, Alexander Tan, Om Thakur, Varun Vaija, Jason Wang, Daimon Warren, Farhad Zaidi.
Hi, good afternoon. Let's hear it for the best group of students JP has ever seen. I am proud to present Homeroom 1219. Sabor A. Ansari, Anjana Akshokchari, Ananya Barman, Jitamitra Rao Ramasamuduram, Christopher D. Cheng, Daniel M. D'Amato, Ganshim Dolia, Shreya S. Ganpule, Sid D. Gurnani, Shreya Jain, Nirav N. Cade, Venkat V. Kuna Paraju, Ian C. Lugo, Daksh P. Pandya, Om J. Patel, Krupa D. Patel, Anjikya A. Patil, Shivdev Rajendran, Kevin A. Rivera, Erica Schnitzer, Pranav N. Shinde, Riddhi Srinivasan, Arman Thuloj, Sean Y. Zhang.
If you need something done, find someone from Homeroom 1221. Razleen S. Ahuja, Ani Aravindan, Ashanti Latrice Boyd Harris, Cade B. Bullen, Pratima Chalaka, Achint Das, Michaela Duffy, Meta Garg, Jityashri Guru Bhaskaran, Nandini A. Jatli, Daniel Kamal, Hadia N. Khan, Ethan Kwok, Jenny X. Liao, Nawaz N. Mansouri, Sahidi Moduga, Shriyat Newpain, Bansari Patel, Mansi Patel, J. A. Patwardhan, Ahmad Rajpar, Shreya Shivakumar, Sibi Suraya Narayan Tiruchi Rapali Venkaramani, Shreya S. Varanasi, Jada N. Williams.
"23 is my favorite number, and no, not because it's prime, but like Michael Jordan, you are the greatest of all time. Homeroom 1223. Jalen T. Armstrong, Aman K. Bava, Artur Brito, Alexandru De Chernawaga, Riddhish B. Dasgupta, Austin V. Edapara, Anish Gayam, Ethan E. Gutierrez, Elika Jerome, Shivam S. Kamat, Sagar Kandolal, Sebastian Lamas, John Martin McAlintal, Bisma Masood, Aryan Moon, Shiva Pandita, Dev N. Patel, Dhruv A. Patel, Om D. Patel, Ilyana Sean O. Pava, Jessica Kayla Ramak, Camelia Roy, Amy D. Shugaijam, Ania N. Sumnar, Shreya Tiwari, Venkata Sai Anjanenya Anurag Varipala, Caitlin D. Victor Andrea Zhao.
For my buvalas in 1218, 9th and 10th grades were filled with lates. Junior year was not so great. We finished in a quarantine. And senior year has stressful been. But we are Hawks, a mighty team, and we persevered for the gold and green. Congratulations, beloved 1218. Go into the future and continue to dream. Martha Aflu, Noor Ansari, Sneha Rao Banda, Chandler Bradford, Timmy Chen, Meher Prabhas Dodala, Sachin S. Gampule, Nami B. Jain, Sahil Kakad, Daya Kesavan, Vasundra Kulkarni, Lucia Liu, Abhijit Manikandan, Sanjana Miriala, Max Navedo, Aryan Patel, Krishna Gancham Patel, Lauriston M. Prescott, Talia K. Samantha Rajasingham, Ayan Said, Neil Shah, Jordan Shaluli, Rahul Shrikant, Joel Thomas, Arjun Vajala, Sahil Zalavadia,
Everyone here should be proud aplenty. I now present homeroom 1220. Tejas Apana, Nicholas Barsky, Ryan Chung, Anaga Dongi, Brittany Marie Duarte, Emma G. Garcia, Yash K. Jain, Suchit R. Kaluru, Isra Kamis, Tanya Karani, Ashish Luther, Ami Moda, Vaishnavi A. Namala, Jordan Macy Paolello, Lippy Patel, Niyati Patel, Sagar R. Patil, Rahul Raj Rajesh, Yesenia Rodriguez, Nizam Syed, Louisa Maria Anastasia Shepth, Riddhi Shinde, Vishal Sriram, Megan Tian, Dhrithi Valori, Aliyah Wiggins, David Zhao.
Homeroom 1222. It was a dream come true to have a homeroom as great as you. Kyle Aravindan. Sanjana Basu Malik. Shriya Chinta Lapudi. Ishika Das. Catherine Joba. Vaidehi Gupta. Medha Guru Kiran. Rakibullah Hassan. Siddharth Johnny. Advaitha Kamalakanan. Yusef Khan. Nicholas S. Kim. David Ma. Bumit D. Patel. Nile J. Patel. Ashish Podel. Vivek K. Ralabandi. Tiffany Seneviratna. Shivani Shankar. Vivek Shiva Kumar. Yumna Siddiq. Mary Gen Stowe Thomas. Ruchi Vora. And Nate Zong.
We saved the best for last. There aren't any more. It is my honor to introduce 1224. Samantha L. Arnell. Japjot S. Betty. Connor R. Burns. Sanchari Das. Ethan Michael Edwards. Kushi K. Gandhi. Abraham A. George. Mia C. Gutierrez. Ryan J. Jacklitz. Abhinav Kampamedu. Nikita N. Copre. Abrian C. Langan. Akshara Madabushi. Gianna R. Morales. Madhur Nutulapadi. Dev D. Patel. Pramo P. Patel. Robert N. Pearsall. Jiva Ramasamy. Josiah Avery Ruiz. Kailash Senthilkumar. Kayla N. Sumner. Rudranch Tomar. Abhinav Vayedi. And finally, Sophie Wilmansky.
Parents, get your cameras out. Graduates, at this time, please stand and wave to your families to thank them for all their support over the years. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce the president of the class of 2021, Sonia Lopez.
All right, time for the winning selfie. Go crazy. I don't even know if I was in that. All right. Thank you, Dr. Shallop. And good afternoon, esteemed teachers, administrators, beloved parents, family members, and of course, the class of 2021. In the wise words of Vice President Kamala Harris after her daily jog, of course, we did it. We did it, guys. We just graduated high school. For those of you who may not know me, you might recognize my name that annoyingly pops up in your email every now and then with an update, or having the honor of serving you as your class president for the past 2 years with an incredible council, Harsh, Alicia, Linda, and our advisors, Mr. McMullen and Miss J. Yeah. All right, before I go on with the metaphorical walk, or rather ode, through memory lane of the past 4 years we've spent in heaven, I want to take a moment to thank the people without whom we literally would not exist. The founders of Slater and SparkNotes. Oh, and of course, our parents and teachers. Parents, without you, we would have no one to drive us to practice every single day. No one to question why we go to sleep at 3 a.m. in the morning. And no one to unconditionally love and support us, both emotionally and financially. Mom, Dad, I think you're sitting somewhere over there. A special thank you goes out to you for dealing with such a loud, spoiled, annoying child like my brother Ethan. I'm kidding, I love you, sometimes. Teachers, enough thanks cannot go out to you. You have impacted each and every one of our lives in a plethora of selfless ways. Whether that's staying after school for extra help, cringing while chaperoning our school dances, adapting to a drastically different learning environment than you were used to teaching in, letting us graffiti your whiteboards at the end of the year, and most importantly, letting us remain off camera after finishing homework. The class of 2021. It feels like yesterday that we picked up, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen until later. Okay. It feels like yesterday that we picked up our IDs freshman year printed with the 2021, believing it to be light years away. That was back when we were at the bottom of the food chain and thought that it was cool to dab after flipping a water bottle. Fast forward through sophomore and junior year, all-nighters for A-push projects, a gas leak in the chemistry hallway, someone pulling the fire alarm by accident, praying for B-wing classrooms, several mental breakdowns, and dreaded annual AP weeks, we finally reached our senior year, or what was left of a senior year. Can you imagine telling your kids that your last year of high school experience was in front of a computer, in bed, in your pajamas, hoping that your teacher doesn't call out the Hannah Montana poster in the back of your room? One thing I can say for certain is that none of us will be willingly using the revolutionary app Zoom anytime soon. Regardless of our computerized academic experience, I am so incredibly grateful to say that we were actually able to spend the last moments of our senior year in events where we could actually see our entire senior class, with events like Senior Sunset, Senior Assassin, and of course, prom. Give it up for prom. Thankfully, we were able to persevere and survive the depths of COVID-19. However, there is one deadly disease that none of us here survived from. Even the world's largest global pandemic has proved to be nothing in front of the unyielding grip of senioritis. I know the teachers can agree with me on that one, but don't blame it on us, blame it on the college acceptance letters. Of course, we make a joke of it now because in reality, we are one of the most talented classes to have ever stormed the crowded halls of J.P. Stevens High School. We are athletes. We have brought home GMC and Red Division championships year after year. We are nationally recognized artists. We are robotics competition winners. We are champion musicians. We are rising businessmen and women. We are volunteers. We have spent hours of our time devoting it to initiatives that matter. Hours comforting Mrs. Rutherford at the Senior Center, even if she forgets your name a couple times throughout the conversation. We have created numerous nonprofit organizations because of our deep love for altruism and community service, but most importantly, to kiss up to college admissions officers. Nonetheless, despite the constant obstacles that had been set in our paths, when I look out into the sea of green, I see 671 well-accomplished, successful, bright-futured, sleepy graduates who now have the world at their feet, armed with knowledge from high school to prepare us for it, like integrating polynomials, reciting Shakespeare's Hamlet, analyzing the process of apoptosis, things adults do all the time in their daily lives. We may not realize it now, but our generation's brightest minds stand right here in this field. So go out there, dream the most massive dreams you can, and relentlessly turn those dreams into your reality. Don't follow someone else's path. Unapologetically create one that is unique to you. Well, unless you're severely lost in the woods. In that case, by all means, follow someone else's path. My point is, graduates, if you take anything out of this speech, remember that if nobody comes back from the future to stop you from doing it, how bad of an idea can it really be? And now, for the moment we've been waiting 12 long years for. Graduates, please stand. Parents, that was my hint for you to get your cameras ready. Never forget the moments, trying to be the pleasure together. As we turn to the next area from right to left, let us turn our task right, symbolize years of youth, innocence, and to left, symbolize years of maturity, achievement, and success. Graduates, congratulations, John Stevens 2020.
Graduates, you may be once you get your caps, of course. We have one final tradition that we always do at our graduations. We have a tradition at J.P. Stevens to honor our graduates during the recessional with the drum out cadence. Introducing our senior drum line, David Chewan-Quinn. They on cymbals, Perv, Darren, Harry, and I all on snare drums. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
you.